Hello there, Rhino125, and today, well, it's been a while since I've done a video, but today I'm going to be working on my MADMAX cosplay. I was working on it. This is mainly like an update of what's going on. In some other cosplays I'm working on, I'm very slowly but surely working on my The Last of Us Joel cosplay. Not too worried about it. There's not much I need to get, but I'm not really worried about it. I right now have the main things. I have the shirt, the pants, and the boots, and then I have the shotgun and the handgun. So all I really need is the backpack and the gas mask and the flashlight, and then I'm pretty much done. But I'm not really worried about that. I'm doing my MADMAX cosplay, which I started on a while ago, but you know, I don't have all that much stuff yet, like, left to buy, but, there needs to be work done once I do it, like, one second, here we go, here I made this of the things I need left, so, see, I have the shirt, the leather jacket, and then I have the pants, shotgun, boots, and then over here is the thing I'm going to put over the jacket to hook things on, and then the holster for the gun, and the gloves, which I'm still going to get those gloves, but I've been working on some gauntlets, and the background is the MADMAX video game, and my MADMAX costume is based off of the movie from Mad Max Fury Road, and also put in with the video game version, which is pretty much the same but also different, and it's just pretty much my own Mad Max. I mean, not every Mad Max costume should be the same or that basic of a cosplay, because it's really not, and there's a lot to work at. It's actually fun to do, and gauntlets he has in the video game, so that's what I'm working on. Anyway, instead of that one I showed you, this is the one I'm going to get. It's got a canteen and then just some like satchel right there. So, and then I can hook the flashlight up here, and then have the canteen, and I could actually put the canteen in the back, which I'd probably have that more like back here, and then that pouch probably keep it more on the side. And I don't really know what I'd probably put shotgun shells in that, but that's my plan. That's the two next things I'm going to definitely get is, well, if I do get that, I'm probably definitely going to buy, this, which I have a different one in this picture for some reason than the one I just showed, but holster, and then I don't even know what I would call that, actually. That gear, I guess, the holster, and then the torso gear, and then the shoulder pad, which that right there is a shoulder pad I'm getting. It's football, I think, I don't know, but it's not very expensive. It's like $28. So I'm going to take the shoulder off of that, spray paint it black, and put it on this somehow. I have yet to figure out how to put it on, but I will figure it away. Also, if you notice, I didn't talk about this, and that is the boot. And the type of boots I have aren't the kind that are raised up that would be able to do that, so I'm not too worried about that right now at all. Plus, it requires kind of a lot of work. So some other cosplays I've been working on. So here's the Punisher. I'm working on Punisher cosplay. And me and my brother for it's still a while, next March, we plan to go to Comic-Con. I'm going to go to Comic-Con, and I'm going to be Punisher, and he's going to be Daredevil. I'm pretty set on doing Punisher. I said if I did change by then, I would do MADMAX, so either MADMAX or Punisher, but right now, it's like a 80% chance I do Punisher, and probably like a 50% chance. I don't really know the percents, but you know what I mean. So there's more of a percent or a chance that I'll be Punisher than MADMAX. And right now my brother is set on doing Daredevil, but he may change his mind before we do it, since it's a while, but I don't know. So there's the stuff. Main things I'm worried about, So I'm kind of working on MADMAX and Punisher about the same. More quickly working on Punisher because I'm not ordering anything for the Punisher costume yet. But when I do, I'm gonna order the gloves and that undershirt and then that, and then well, I have it checked off that I have pants on here, but I think I'm gonna get a different pair of pants than the ones I use for my Red Hood ones, mainly because the boots I'm using for the Punisher costume don't really work with the pants that I have. So, anyway, just get a drink real quick. I was working on my knife too. Sorry if I was grossing out. So I gotta dirty this up. It's actually just a really cheap dollar store knife. This is probably the cheapest thing in my whole entire MADMAX costume. It actually is. It had it for a while, and I used it in J&W Kills once or twice, and now it's turned into MADMAX. So see, right now it's too clean looking, if you can tell. Sorry about the lighting in the background. Let's switch this. There we go. So, there we go. And I put some blood on it, made it look kind of rusty. And, yeah. So, where I'm going to have this is on the back of that chest gear. I'm going to hook this on the back. Just, like, imagine this is my waist. So, it'll be sitting like this. And the knife will be in there. So, I can just kind of, reach back like this and pull it. So, put this down, it'd be like right there, and then that'd just be in there. So that's my plan. If that doesn't work, I will probably put it up here, and yes, upside down, because that is the easiest way to get a knife out. Just that. This rope right here, I'm probably just gonna take this off because it's not really staying there. I think that looks better anymore. So there we go. Yeah. So now for the gauntlets. These gauntlets, they're actually kind of dangerous. They are not yet finished. I actually have kind of a lot to add, or anything I decide to add. So I made one. Here's the first one I made. Now I was just going to put it on this arm here, just because, like, the MADMAX, or sorry, not this arm, but this arm, and I was just going to put it on that since the jacket, this arm sleeve, so I just have one gauntlet for the arm that doesn't have an arm sleeve, and I just punch at that, but I decided to make two. They're basically the same, but I didn't want to make them too much the same. I purposely did a little differences on them, because, when you're in a wasteland, post-apocalyptic world with nothing around, you're not going to be able to find the same exact materials and make it exactly the same, so, that's that, and also I just kind of felt like it'd be dumb to make them exactly, perfectly the same, so here they are. And glad the way they came out. I mean, they're just, made out of whatever, just like they would be, so, yeah, and it's actually, that's PVC right there, and then this is one of those belts that come with, shorts and stuff, and then I have some wire around there that helps it on, and then a Velcro strap, so these are actually I have in a sleeve from a shirt just stapled on in there. I stapled it halfway down so this can still move around right there. I don't have to worry about it ripping off. And yeah, I just put some useless tape right here, just to give it a look. This one right here is different. See, this comes up there instead of just tucking in right there. So they're different. I also scuffed and scratched them up, put tape right here. And, just anything Max could really find to make something safe for him to bash people and punch him in the face. And if you guys have ever played the MADMAX game, if you have not, I have it for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4. If you guys would want to play it, just, go find it. It's a wonderful game, very long game. But these are actually kind of dangerous to get on because I have staples, and some of them aren't bent down because, if you didn't notice, right here I got that from this wire I was using that has some yellow spray paint on it. And I could have just used the black part of it, but I liked that it had yellow, gave it kind of a color, I guess. And I put my arm in there and it scratched, and I also got 3 scratches right here from putting it on like too quickly, you know. So yeah, it's kind of dangerous to put on before. Now it's not. I kind of have to be careful though still with like the staples, because the way they're stapled in there, I have no choice for them to be kind of a little unsafe. So this one does not go on this arm. They could go on either arm, but the way I made them, it's just like the one I made before was meant for this arm, so I just kept it like that. So I'm not going to change that. Also, sometimes I have to take this off to put my arm through, mainly on this one, because the way they're made, they're somewhat different. So there it is, there. And what my plan is I have some glue, and I have these things, and just like in the game, I'm going to super glue some of the bolts, like here, I don't really know how many, and I've yet to figure out, here's the gloves, I didn't show these yet, let me just pull this down. Alright, so here's the gloves, right here, and I put some wire up here. I don't really know if I'm going to keep those there yet, so the gloves are pretty clean, I guess, I mean, kind of, but I think it looks really good. So I have yet to figure out something to put right here so I can put bolts on there. So like, for example, it would have things like this, like maybe a piece of plastic right here, and then these just super glued like that, just on there. That's how it is in the game. It's just got bolts and stuff, you know, anything that would actually hurt if you punch someone really hard, because, you know, they're gauntlets. And this is actually protective. Like, this part isn't, but this part is actually pretty protective. Like, zombie were to bite, you know, right there, or if someone got even a crowbar and was going to hit you and you went like this, it would not hurt. I can actually kind of prove this. Weird thing to get, but like that, see, that doesn't hurt. So I'm not going to hit as much as I guess I can. That doesn't hurt like at all, so, you know, I mean, it kind of sends a little bit of a vibration, but yeah. So pretty proud of the way these came out. Let me just take this. This one right here is the hardest to get on because of the way I put the staples in. So like, I have to kind of squeeze it, make sure my arm doesn't touch the staples. Take this out. I like both the way both of them fit. It's pretty good though, so pretty proud the way they came out. So far, I've actually not yet decided if I'm gonna put bolts on the forearm piece. Mainly because getting it on and off, I feel like I don't know. Super glue is pretty tough, so I feel like I'd come off, but and they actually look good even without the gloves. And I like the way they feel when they're both on as well. And this is actually a really good idea. And the concept is, this is the AV. I can't remember. Might have. Okay, here. Pro Biker. If you guys want to make a gauntlet that's easy to make, I could actually, it's so easy to do, I could probably, if I got the materials, make a tutorial, and all you need is these. They're small, or depending on the size of your arm, I guess. I have small, and it originally goes like over here and farther back on the forearm. What I did is I cut the elbow piece off, then I got a shirt, long sleeve, stapled it in this, and then I started wrapping it with, you know, just what you see here, tape, a belt, whatever you can find. I mean, really, I guess, like, there's probably a lot of household items. Like, this is quickly homemade. Like, I just grabbed things I already have. I didn't plan this, really. I didn't even really think I was going to do this. The only thing I guess I did plan, so I got stuff for, is, I guess this. I got this today. And then the glue to do that, because what I thought I was going to make a gauntlet. I didn't know how. I didn't know what I was going to buy. Then all of a sudden I just had like an idea. Oh, I could use these, and you know, it works, and it works really well. So I'm sure there is probably a lot more methods to making gauntlets, but I guess a cheap way would be this way. But if you don't already have some of this stuff just laying around, then it might not be as cheap. But I mean, all this stuff is pretty cheap. But these belts, I don't really know where you would get them without getting shorts, because they don't really come by themselves. But you can always use something different. This right here, what I did is I put the belt on there, then pulled it, and I couldn't get it real tight since I just had one arm to do it. So I put it in a clamp, clamp, whatever, and I held it and pulled, and it tightened it like a belt, and then I cut it off and tucked it in. And this one I did the same, except I tucked it different to make it look different. So that is the MADMAX gauntlets. So really proud with the way those came out. So like I said, these can protect. So yeah, they're actually an actual use, and they're really comfortable actually. Like when I put these on, I sometimes don't want to take them off, because I just kind of feel like I could beat the crap out of someone. But yeah, so yeah, so I'll probably have a video on like this, my MADMAX costume, when it's completely done, or when I'm halfway done. Whenever I want to do a video on it. When I start getting stuff for the Punisher costume, I'll definitely have a video up. Me and my brother also, since we're doing a Punisher, I'm doing a Punisher and he's doing Daredevil, might do a Punisher versus Daredevil. More of a kind of team up versus. It's not a sure thing yet, but we kind of have concepts for it, but not really worried about it. And if you guys like our films and fights and stuff like that, then wouldn't get like too excited for it, I guess, because, you know, it might be a while. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. I'll show you real quick the MADMAX jacket. If you guys haven't seen any of my other MADMAX videos, it hasn't really gone too far from there, because I was working on my Logan cosplay for a while. So here's the jacket. It's not exactly like the movie, but like I said, this is my own version. And just imagine that coat right there, with one second here. Yeah, so just imagine this coat right here. I'll probably have it sewn up more. I'll do whatever I can to it, you know, anything that comes to mind, because it's post-apocalyptic, so you can add anything you want, anything that'll work. So that coat with this over it. So that is the plan, and it doesn't completely match, but that's how it is in the video game, and that's kind of where I got that idea, since this cosplay is a mixture of the movie Fury Road and the video game. And if you know nothing about the video game whatsoever, you probably go check it out so you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe, and bye. Have a good day.